Religion versus relationship, who's right and who's wrong. A claimed relationship with Jesus that produces no obedience, you live the same way you've always lived, and that same sin you've always been in, is not a true relationship with Jesus. On the flip side, a religion that you follow all the rules, you follow everything to the letter, and yet you've never put your faith alone in Jesus, is also empty, hollow, meaningless. In James, he says that true religion is caring for the widows and orphans and keeping yourself unstained of the world. That's true religion. That's true worship. Much like what Jesus said is to love God and love one another. That's our whole commandment, to love God and love one another. That's the Great Commission. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Now, later in James, he says, faith without works is dead. And this is where the legalistic get into it and say, I have to do things in order to be saved. My friend, there's nothing you or I can do to save ourselves. We are the whole problem. We are the whole problem. You can't save yourself. Grace alone, through faith alone, through Christ alone is it. And anyone on this app or any other app that says anything different than grace alone, through faith alone, through Christ alone is lying and teaching a false gospel. Genesis to Revelation, it's all about Jesus. It's all about the coming of Jesus when he was here and the second coming of Jesus. It's all about Jesus. Grace alone, through faith alone, through Christ alone. Now, what James is saying with the faith without works is dead is if you claim to have faith and yet you produce no fruit to be shown, no works to be shown, then this faith was never truly faith. It was always dead. We see this in 1 John when he says, those that left us were never of us, because if they were truly of us, they never would have left us. It's the same thing. Once you have put your faith in Jesus, your salvation is eternally secure. If you truly put your faith in Jesus, your salvation is eternally secure. You cannot earn it. You cannot lose it. If you put your faith in Jesus, that's it. And if you didn't truly put your faith in Jesus, then you never would have left the faith. If you didn't put your faith in Jesus, then you don't produce the fruit. So, a true relationship with Jesus will produce the true religious works of Jesus. When you truly have a relationship and you truly love Jesus, then the works, the fruit will be produced. Just like I talked about in the last video, John chapter 15, he's the true vine, we're the branches, and God is the vine dresser. When you put your faith in him, when you are grafted in, when you're an adopted child of God, and you graft yourself to him, truly, then God goes to work and he starts snipping all those branches, all that sin, all that death, all that decay out of your life, and you just start producing fruit. So faith alone through Christ alone. Grace alone through faith alone through Christ alone is it. Bottom line. I hope this helps. God bless you and have a wonderful day.